Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail. I was about to say, fell still Arbiter's Mark. In the last video, we completed Depot A. That was a lot of fun. That was not nearly as difficult as I had thought it was going to be. I think it really helped, first off, that we had the acid armor for the few times which we really did need it. And most of our Molotovs, when we threw them, we didn't throw that many, but the few we did throw tended to end up where we wanted them. That's super lucky. I cannot stress how lucky that is. Normally, even with a high level of throwing, they don't go where I want. We also haven't really missed too many attacks in a row. Like, I think once we've missed 87 or 81% chances to hit. And okay, that's like average for Underrail. Like, I'm used to that. That's okay, that happens from time to time. Whatever. But we've been hitting a good amount of our 95% chances to hit. That's pretty great. I think it helps that my build is doing rather well. We had good equipment when we did it, and of course that I've done Depot A like 50 times. So I also kind of know where everything is in that location. We also didn't quite level up to level 12, but we're close to it. We'll probably hit level 12 in this video after we get done with the battery recycling plant, which is next on our agenda. What am I talking about? Well, let's go ahead and look at our mail, and then we'll talk to all the people in Southgate Station, and then we will figure out what it is we're supposed to be doing, one of which is that location I just mentioned. And as you can see by the flashing mail, we've got some new mail to read. Let's read them in top to down. I guess that's from newest to oldest. So we have a new message from the public feed. So I guess there's some sort of wide area network or group we're a part of, and we're getting messages from just everyone. I guess all of humanity is on this. Title Faceless, author public feed, to all stations. The Faceless have been spotted in multiple locations throughout South Underrail. They are using large tunneling machines to transport troops, and all reports suggest they are heavily armed and in large numbers. They have already shown hostility towards Core City and Rail Crossing. All stations are urged to mount their defenses and report any Faceless sightings as soon as possible. It's like Harold sent us a warning. Semi-urgent. Greetings. Please come down here and see me when you have the time. There's something I need help with. Since we're proving that we're the guy who gets stuff done, people want stuff done. What's the expression? Do a good job, work hard, and your reward will be more work. We got a mail from Big Brett. I've got something to discuss with you about Camp Arthur, so please come and see me when you have the time. If you haven't heard of it, I'll explain everything when you get here. And Tanner has urgent for us. Come see me in my office as soon as you wake up. This is like a normal day at actual work for me. I have like 20 mails, and they're all people who need me for things immediately. Actually, with the job I do, I don't want to talk too much about it, but it's either feast or famine. There's either nothing that I'm doing, like the Maytag man, or there's a ton of stuff I'm doing, and I really wish I had another 2 clones of myself to help out with it. Alright, so why don't we go and see Tanner first? He is, after all, the head honcho, and we'll see what it is he wants us to do, and then we'll go and be in talk with other people. He may also tell us to go see other people, so we'll go ahead and talk with... And I think we'll just talk with everyone here at Southgate Station. Oh, hey, it's Gorski. Gorski and Tanner seem to be in the middle of a conversation. So I'm heading there right now just to see what the hell is going on. And considering the severity of the situation, do not expect my return anytime soon. He nods in agreement to what Gorski said before turning to you. We'll need your assistance with this as well. Some sort of attack has been carried out against Core City up north a few hours ago. The reports are sketchy, but apparently the Faceless are involved somehow. My contact tells me that the Faceless used their tunneling machines to circumvent the city's outermost defenses, and deployed their forces just outside the city, cutting off the tunnel to the north. They haven't attempted to invade the city itself, though. Not yet, anyway. It is clear why they attacked in this particular spot. If any help was to arrive from the Protectorate up north, It would have to pass through the North Tunnel. But since the tunnel was now controlled by the Faceless, it would be the easiest thing in the world for them to simply collapse it, delaying the Protectorate deployment indefinitely. They obviously wouldn't need that tunnel themselves. They make their own. All this is very strange. Faceless don't usually attack unless provoked. We know that they don't like the Protectorate much, and are known to skirmish with them on occasion, but as far as I can remember, they've never waged war on any independent station. Core City, despite being Core City, is still an independent station, more or less. But that's not all, I'm afraid. In addition to the reports from Core City, we've also received a distress signal from Rail Crossing. They were having troubles of their own. We don't have any details regarding this, but apparently Faceless are involved there as well. Who are the Faceless exactly? Thing is, no one really knows. They live somewhere or maybe everywhere in the tunnels far below, lower than most humans could endure living. They wear masks, never showing their faces, hence the name. Many stories about them and their origins circulate in Underrail, but it's impossible to tell which ones are true. Ask around if you're curious. What sort of place is Rail Crossing? It's an independent station built inside an old train depot to the northwest. Relatively peaceful place. We do a good amount of trading with them. Can you tell me anything about Core City? It's a city that lies on the border between the North Underrail, controlled mostly by the Protectorate, and the United Stations, and the South Underrail, which is where we are. Gorski smirks. Land of the free. The Core City spans both lower and upper Underrail, but since the upper railroad connections have all collapsed, the city's lower Underrail North Tunnel is the only connection to the Protectorate territory. What do you want me to do? I want you to find out what's going on in Rail Crossing, assist them if you can, and report back to me. Avoid engaging the Faceless if possible. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention. If you can find out what is causing them to attack these places, that would be helpful. I'm heading out to Core City myself to check out the situation there. You should meet me there as soon as possible. Look for me in the Hardcore City bar. Vera has a job for you as well. Be sure to speak with her before you set out. Alright, I'm off. Good luck. You're gonna need it. Thanks, guys. Good luck to you guys as well, I guess. While we're here, we had to do a little more pickpocket. Let's see if we can actually see what Gorski has on him. We can see what he has on him, okay, but we don't have the pickpocket to take his boots from him. Holy crap, actually, these are not bad boots overall. Reinforced solid padding tungsten steel boots, level 17 on these. There's no way we're wearing them. Armor penalty 27? No, that's not for us. And arguably, this wouldn't be something I would want to keep because there's no boot springs in them. But if I didn't have any crafting, didn't plan on making any crafting, this would still be a decent pair of metal boots if I was looking to wear metal armor. And in particular, use metal boots, I suppose. Very heavy, though. 27 armor penalty. He can keep everything. Can we see what's on Tanner? We might have the pickpocketing to check, but I don't think we'll have the pickpocket to take anything. And he doesn't have anything on him anyway. Just curious. Okay, nothing. I know that the game itself, if you hold down tab, you get to see everything that you can interact with. It wouldn't surprise me if there's like some sort of super secret, like for pickpocketing, where there actually is an item in the pocket, but you can't see it. That's just the way the game developer does this sometimes. It's very clever, and I like it. Right. Maybe I didn't describe it correctly. One second. Cat, get out of the way! Thank you. If we hold down tab, we can see everything we can interact with. But sometimes, there's something there that you can interact with which isn't highlighted with tab. I can think of 2 things which that happens with that are part of a quest. So maybe there are other things like that as well in the game. I don't know. I haven't found any, though. Alright, anyway, let's talk with old Jonas and Arlene. Back for a drink? Yeah. Let me see what you have. Alright, so first, do we have anything to sell her? I kind of want all the food I've currently got. She's buying 4 foodstuffs. I guess I technically don't need any more food. We'll take a single Rat Hound barbecue. What are your thoughts on the Faceless invasion? I'm very worried about the whole situation. It's not that we don't get station wars often, but they've never involved the Faceless so far. My late husband was a scavenger, and he encountered the Faceless occasionally. They're not like us, you know. You can't negotiate or reason with them like you can with a human enemy. You don't know what motivates them. Alright, thank you, Jonas. Take a seat, youngster. Have yourself a drink. You don't need to be rushing about all the time. I got more questions about the tunnels for you. Shoot. What are these tunnelers I've heard people mention? The thing is, no one really knows for sure who they are. They're a nomadic people of the deeps. People around these parts call them tunnelers because they are known to dig sprawling tunnels throughout the underground, connecting remote places of Underrail. But again, no one knows why they do that. Some say that they have a huge city in the middle of the deep caverns that you can reach if you follow the longest of their tunnels. Some also call them the Faceless because they believe that under their huge masks they have no face. Superstitious folk don't like saying that word though. They say it can draw attention to you. Oh, you mean like faceless, faceless, faceless? Yeah, I think that's just silly. Almost everyone calls them the Faceless. I think like maybe only one or two other people will call them tunnelers. Are they dangerous? Very, but they are not always hostile. From my experience, it's the smaller groups or individual tunnelers that you should be wary of. Larger groups generally leave other Underrail folks alone, as long as they ain't bothering them. So you've met some personally. I don't think there's much to this underground world I haven't seen yet. But that's a story for another time. Dang it, old man, you always hold back the most important parts. A good storyteller always leaves his public wanting for more. I have more questions about the tunnels for you. Is it really true that you descended into the bottom of the deep caverns? Listen, youngster. There's not a place in this accursed underworld that these old legs haven't visited. I've ascended as low as one can go and even took a peek into the dreaded fusion tanks and... well, it's somewhat of a long story. You sure you want to hear it? Heck yeah. It happened a long time ago. My memory's a bit fuzzy, but here it goes. I was young, strong and handsome, strapping young lad. I was a scavenger at heart. Still am, a spelunker that explored nearly all caves in South Underrail. One day I got the opportunity to go deeper, into deep caverns. There used to be a working elevator that would take you down there. It's still there, next to the Hanging Rat, down in the caves, but it ain't working no more. Anyway, I took a ride down there, and soon enough I arrived to an old ruined Biocorp compound that was built inside a series of large caverns. For days I explored it, avoiding burrowers, slimes, and other mutated monsters, too horrible to describe, grabbing all the valuable doohickeys that I could fit into my backpack. Should have seen me back in those days. It's the top of my game. One day I went very far into the facility, farther than I've ever been before. And, as I mentioned, I got to the fusion tanks, the real ones. They are not just a myth, as some say. They are very real. A bunch of big silos connected all about the place with large pipes. They were empty, though. You could even walk inside some of them on account of them being broken open. I was looking around the place when I noticed this hatch with a big old biohazard sign on it. Now, I've seen these before down there, so I didn't think much about it before I opened it and I got down the ladder. They usually led down to small rooms with nothing special in them. This time, however, it led me to something that scared the living bejesus out of me. Listen intently. I don't actually remember what I saw there, though. What? I don't remember what I saw there. The next thing I knew, I was running back to the elevator. Never went back down there again. It's a crazy story, old geezer. Ha! But it's all true. Let's barter. Interesting. I mean, so we've been down in deep caverns, or at least I have, several times now, and so I am very familiar with everything he's talking about. I will try to remember everything he has mentioned when we actually get down there again, but that's like 50 videos, at least closer to 70 videos from now, so it'll be a while. And he's not selling anything I'm really interested in, so you can keep all his stuff, and I have nothing that he wants either. Did we search his pockets? I don't remember. Let's go ahead and give it a quick peek. And we did not. We actually don't have the pickpocket to take anything from him, though, so all that stuff will just stay there. Really? What's a pickpocket? 73 is still not enough to pickpocket Old Jonas. Successfully. Now, I believe at the end of the last episode, we did not sell anything down here because I was expecting possibly some better equipment. So let's talk with Lucas and see what he's got. So, Core City. He shakes his head a few times. Apparently, there's an entire army of them there. Well, if you're going out, you better stock up. We got some new gear. What do you think of the Faceless invasion? I've heard a lot about the Faceless, or Tunnelers as some call them, and none of it was any good. They are vile creatures from the depths, most likely deep caverns, who steal Underrailers and feast on their flesh. Kind of like lurkers, but less human. One cousin of mine told me they stole his son, and he saw them do it. If Core City falls, we all fall. Unless the Protectorate somehow make a last stand at Fort Apogee. But they are cut off from the north. However, I'm optimistic. Humans are resilient creatures, and we ain't gonna give up easily. Let's see your stock. Alright, so... he is buying 2 firearms. So what do we have for him? He's also buying a melee weapon. So let's trade him our shock steel sledgehammer. It'll free up quite a bit of weight. It's absolutely worth all 400 bucks from him. And let's see what else he has. So we know we probably should take the special 9mm rounds. We're almost actually out of 9mm. So why don't we grab another 82 rounds? And actually, now we have to owe him more stuff. So let's trade something else to him. So we've got this low-level shotgun. We'll trade him that. And in return, what else does he have? Does he have any extra parts we can attach to a shotgun? He does not. Okay, so, but he does have something new. Is it over here? Yep. Here it is. 3 TNT charges. We'll go ahead and purchase these. He's also now selling MK2 mines. And I believe his equipment also now has gotten a slight upgrade. Yep. So he goes up to level 10 at least equipment at the moment. There's a level 11 gun. Oh, a level 12 shotgun. Okay. So that's good to know. In case you guys don't have crafting. We do have crafting though, so I probably won't be buying any of this stuff. Ooh, a level 10 shock steel combat knife. That's a decent weapon, but we don't need it. What else does he have? I'm not interested in any of that stuff. He has no more bolts I want to purchase. Is he selling any more blueprints for us? We can learn the TNT charge, but we're not taking chemistry till significantly later on. So this is not really going to help me very much. Okay, so nothing else. But we need something from him. Well, we don't. But I want an equal trade value. Let's see if maybe a few more repair kits will work. Can we get... Actually, he's also selling normal lockpicks, which we could use. Can we get another repair kit? We can. Done. Okay. And it looks like this pistol of ours could use a repair. Oh my god, I'm carrying around 5 investment account repair kits. Okay, we gotta go back to our home. Well, we don't have to, but we're going to... Back to our home? We are at a home. We're gonna go back to our room. Actually, let's go visit the other locations first. So we should visit the administration library and see what quest Vera has for us. Have you heard what's happening in Core City? Yes. It's crazy, isn't it? I'm wondering just what the Faceless want. It's very atypical of them to attack a station state. I delivered the trading documents, by the way, Vera. Oh, excellent. It's good to know I can count on you to get the job done. What can you tell me about Core City? It's a city to the north that spans both levels of Underrail. It serves as a gateway to both the upper Underrail and to the United Stations territories to the north. The city used to be controlled by the Biocorp security forces, but they went rogue and split into smaller factions. This was followed by a couple of years of street wars between these factions. The fighting ceased eventually in light of outside threats and serious infrastructural problems, and nowadays the 3 surviving factions rule the city together through their appointed mayors. Well, who are the Faceless exactly? We don't know. They live somewhere in the tunnels below. They are human, I hope, but I'm not sure since I've never seen one without a mask. I'm about to head out to investigate the Faceless situation. Tanner mentioned you had a job for me as well. Yes, 2 of our own, Terry and Laura Baker, were on a merchant mission to the north when the Faceless invaded. We know they didn't get caught behind the blockade because they messaged in from the core city before the assault happened. They were supposed to head straight back to Southgate Station, but then this earthquake happened and blocked the railway, preventing their return. They might have stopped by rail crossing, in which case they might have been caught by whatever trouble is happening there. Gorski tells me you know how to handle trouble. Investigate these 2 places, find the Bakers, and return them home safely. I hope it won't come to this, but if they didn't make it, make sure you return their valuables and trade goods then. Alright, got it. Hey, that's pretty nice. Gorski actually had something positive to say about us. To be fair, he was being, he's just letting us know we're let into Southgate Station. It's tough to get in here. We still haven't proven ourselves. All we did was pass a bunch of tests that Tanner had, which I guess everyone here has to pass. What was the guy's name who got pinned by the Psy Beetles? Newton. If Newton could pass these tests, maybe it doesn't say very much about what Tanner's tests are like. Unless Newton was hired because they expected him to die. He just wanted his stuff. Alright, let's go to the medical and psionics. We'll see if there's any new drugs for sale. There's something I don't say out loud very often. Or ever. Never. I've never said that out loud. Oh. Okay. Let's not talk again about that. Howdy, Pasquale. I hope the Faceless don't get here. I've already got my hands full. What did you need? What are your thoughts on the Faceless invasion? I must say, it's an exciting turn of events. We know so little about the Faceless and how their society works. Rumor has it that they have highly developed psionic abilities and that they communicate through telepathy. I wonder if that's true. Let me see what you have to trade. Okay, so he is now selling advanced health hypos, and these are much better than what we are currently using, and I completely forgot to take the psi hypos out of my room. We're going to trade our 4 normal hypos to him, and we'll trade for the 3 advanced health hypos. They're obviously not worth the same, so we're going to have to pay some money for the advanced ones, but we will slowly begin fading out the old normal health hypos. A heads up, by the way, if you're playing this game on hard, I'm pretty sure that these heal for only half of what they normally heal for. But that also affects the enemies. I think their health hypos also only heal them for half. It's interesting. It means that, well, you don't have to worry about them going back to full life, but it also means if you get into danger, you're in a lot of trouble. Alright, let's go to the Engineering and Cyber Labs. We'll see what Harold wanted. We'll talk to Ezra as well. He might actually be selling a better... Well, even if he's selling a better electrical discharger, Tim, it won't matter. Your electronics isn't any higher, so you can't really use it. Ah, Decker. Glad you're here. There's something I need to discuss with you. Got a moment? Of course, Harold. What's this all about? I want to talk to you about something that is luckily not as urgent at this moment, but an important one nonetheless. You see, after the earthquake, we experienced a major power outage. Whole station went blank. Usually when things like that happen, our backup generators switch to provide power until we get our main power back on. So they have it ups. Keep talking, I'm interested. Actually, could you skip the tech stuff? Just tell me what to do. Oh, I could. A lot of our optoelectric nuclear batteries used to maintain unlimited power during a power outage died when we used them after that earthquake. These are very rare. Don't mistake them for regular nickel-palladium fusion cells that can be found everywhere. Currently, we have a few optoelectric batteries to spare, but if they keep dying, we're going to be in big trouble. So I want you to go to an old battery recycling plant not too far away from here. It's to the east, past the Crossroad Caves. It's been out of commission for years, but maybe you can find something there that we can use. Spare optoelectric cells, related equipment or blueprints. If you find any of that, make sure to bring it back to me. There's no other place we know of that might have anything similar. Deal. I'm on the job. Excellent. Now keep in mind that the earthquake sealed off certain parts of the cave, so you'll probably need explosives. Other than that, be careful when you enter the plant itself. It's been out of commission for quite a while, so who knows what you'll find there. If you can bring me something good, I'll pay you 300 credits. Good luck, Decker. See you later. Well, before I leave... Yeah? What are your thoughts on the Faceless Invasion? What I'm curious about is the timing. Is it related to the recent earthquake? I want to study the seismic recordings and try to discover the source of the disturbance. Let me know if you find something out. Will do. Also, let me see what you have for sale. So we have a bunch of blueprints, and he's buying 2 of them. So let's begin selling some of these old, crappy ones. And that's all I have that he wants, or rather, that's all that I had. That's all I have that he's willing to buy. And does he have anything I want? Combat knife blueprint, but we might find one of those. I think we'll just trade for the MK2 lockpicks. And $50. Ezra, hello. We're here to get your thoughts on the Faceless Invasion. I have some new equipment, if you're interested. What are your thoughts on the Faceless Invasion? It's hard to determine motivations of their kind. People will be getting hysterical in fear, thinking that the Faceless have come to conquer or destroy our civilization. Well, in truth, the nature of this conflict is probably much less serious. The Corp poked their sticky fingers a bit too deep underground, and is about to lose an arm for it. Let me see what you have for trade, Ezra. Okay, and he's also buying blueprints. He's buying just one, so let's trade him the shotgun blueprint. He is buying how many electronic devices? 2 of them? Hey, nice. Okay, so we can trade both of these. So we have quite a bit of purchasing power at the moment with Ezra. Can we maybe get an advanced repair kit from him? That is 100% an even trade. And I guess we'll do that unless I want a shield. So he sells slightly better shields than the one that we currently have. It's tempting, but I think our current shield will suffice for the dangers I'm going to see coming up. Let's just make this trade. And with this repair kit, we can now fix our chalk tungsten steel sledgehammer. 10,000 bucks, not bad. Oh! We should have checked with Harold really quick and taken a peek to see if he has any shotgun bits. Sometimes he sells them. Like, I see a scope. Excuse me. I see a scope here, but now nothing else. Okay. Okay, Agamy and Pens. We talked to, obviously, Quentin and Big Brett. We see what Big Brett wanted about Camp Harthor. And then we go back to our private quarters to store... Actually, is that true? No, we'll come back here after we get the batteries. Then we can go to our home, pick up a few things, and then head on over to Core City. Forgot something? Let's trade. So, he seems to have a great many more blueprints this time around. But nothing I think we're interested in. And he is buying more blueprints. Okay, perfect. We'll trade to him these 2. Everyone wants blueprints today. Normally I forget to actually trade them to other people, so I'm super glad we're doing it now. Hey, Decker. Did you see that mail I sent you about Camp Hathor? Yes. Good. Some people around here never check their damn mail. Irresponsible, if you ask me. Now, you've heard of Camp Hathor, right? Yes, I have. Good. So you must know that they supply us with a good chunk of the meat we consume here. Yes, I do. Excellent. You're well informed, I see. The thing is, we lost contact with them after the earthquake. I'd like you to go there and see what's happening. See if everyone's okay. I really messed up that sentence, but it still made sense. Sure, I'll check it out. Excellent. You know where to find me. Camp Hathor is near a river, and also has quite a few animals living by the river and across in an area across the river from them as well. So there's a ton of hunting that happens there, and most of the meat, I think, for South Underrail is acquired from Camp Hathor and then shipped to other places. All right, so let's go to the cave tunnel exit and docks. And head out into the caves. You be careful out there. No one's safe now because of the Faceless. Open the gates, please. I'm off to the caves. Okay, everyone. So, we've now have some dynamite, and we were able to use this to open a few places that were sealed to us before. Yeah, this cave in particular is one I want to take a look at. I'm very curious as to what's in there. But first, we should deal with the battery plant. It's not so tough. It's mostly just time consuming. So, oh, okay, let's go ahead and place this here somewhere, and then we set the explosives near the rocks. I'm unaware of... Oh, the only other thing that can get through the rocks would be a jackhammer. I'm unaware of any other types of weaponry that can be used to destroy rocks. Ooh, I like the new explosions. Now, whatchamacallit, Harold mentioned that the battery plant is to the east. So let's head that way. Oh! In addition to rocks, there are also walls. Well, yes, this is true, Tim. There are rocks and walls all over Underrail. Occasionally, however, when you hold down tab, rocks and walls, they have a name that says rocks or wall. If you see this, you can actually destroy this wall, either with a well-placed stick of dynamite or with a jackhammer. Similar to the rocks. It's kind of tricky, though, to use explosives here, but we'll make the attempt. Let's see. Holding down Alt will allow me to select the area just outside, just on the other side of the wall. Now, if I didn't place it in the right way, if it's not directly on the other side of that wall, the dynamite won't blow it up. Hey, nice. Now, we didn't have to do that. I figured I'd show it to you guys, because we have a door here. But the door is locked. Oh! Do we have lockpicking for that? We do. Okay, yes. We could have just picked the lock to get in here anyway. A level 9 hammer. A normal electronic repair kit. And the hammer, we'll just break that down. Oh. You know, I don't need those old boots. Nothing in the desk at all. And that was it. Alright, nothing else here. Nothing else. Alright. Rathound Alpha sitting down there. Let's say hello. This will be easy. Oh, maybe not as easy as I thought it was going to be, though. I think it took that hit like a champ. Okay. Whoa, do I have to take my shield? Nah, we'll be okay. Alright. The Rathound Alpha has 6 hit points left, which means that the shock damage from our life when it leaps from this Rathound to the Alpha should be enough to kill it. I don't want to hit this one again, when I know that one will also die from a jump attack from our lightning. So let's go with lightning. Let's go ahead and charge this guy. I don't mind being surrounded by Rathounds. They're just Rathounds. Our armor should be enough to... Oof, 29 critical hit, though. Armor should be enough to take these hits without too much trouble. Alright, that wasn't bad at all. I don't really care about their remains. Taking a little bit of bleed damage. Let's go ahead and bandage ourselves up. And what were the Rathounds guarding down here? Ah, the sound of electricity. And the flimsy ventilation shafts. Flimsy ventilation shafts can be opened with a crowbar, even if your strength is not 8. They can also still be opened with a Omnitool. Generally, flimsy vent shafts are there when they're the way the game wants you to take, and they're quest related, and so this way they're not always present, but it gives you an option to access a certain area thematically. Was what's happening here. That didn't make any sense at all. I tried to describe it. Why do I bother talking? The boots can stay there. Nothing in that locker. Decent, stable neural amplifier. It's worth something. We'll sell it. And we have the utility bot remote control. Alright, everyone. If you look at the surveillance monitor, we can totally see the bot right here that we're supposed to activate. So, let's do this the easy way. So, I'm going to right-click on this and see this operate. I'm going to hold down the left mouse button and drag it over here. I'm then going to do the same thing again with this one. And now I don't have to constantly be clicking on the bot control in order to give the bot instructions. I can just click 2 to move the bot around really easily, or 1 if I want it to actually interact with something. And all you're doing here is activating certain utility power boxes in order to flip on and flip off the power to different electrical lines in order to make progress through this maze of electrical floor tiles. Yep. And it takes a while, but it's not so bad. I guess, should I... Yeah, let's speed up time. So this will be the one of the few times I actually speed up time. So we can't access that one. In fact, looks like we can't access any of the other panels. Let's go ahead and flip this one. And these ones didn't get turned off, but maybe this one did. Our objective is to reach the power core for this factory and turn it off. But to do that, we've got to go route. We have to go about flipping all these different... What the heck? Oh. Oh, did it die? No, okay. Well, that was really weird. Alright, I guess I have to be standing in this area in order to actually use the bot. Okay, so we flipped another switch. I think, Tim, you have to go back here. Put them all in reverse order. Right, so what can we talk about, everyone, while we're doing this? So... so I got nothing. Come on, Tim. Give me something else you can talk about. So... Yep, but there isn't. You're thinking, all right, what else are you playing? You can talk about other video games while you're doing this. So, I'm thinking that when I'm done recording the Dark mod, that I'll probably go ahead and record through Thief Gold again. It'd be fun to play through the old Thief series again. It's been a while since I have done so. And it'd probably be done a little better and with less voice issues than I originally had with my series. It also would let me get rid of the original Thief series I have up on my channel, where it's only like 8-minute long videos and so on. And thankfully, viewer, we're done talking about random stuff because we reached a power generator. And it short circuits the bot. However, it opens the door, which by the way, we didn't even try to open, but trust me, it was locked. But now we can access this area. So let's go take a look at the crates and see what's in them. 3 fusion cells. And we'll see if there's anything useful for Harold in here. Nothing in that desk. Nothing in the locker. Oh! The desk was hiding from me. A smart lens. It weighs almost nothing. 0.01. So that is totally worth taking for a 1,500 value. Let's check the desk. Hey, what's this thing? Oh, wow. Optoelectric nuclear battery blueprint. This blueprint contains information on how to revive dead optoelectric nuclear batteries. I better hold on to it. It could prove useful. Indeed, we'll bring it right back to Harold. Hello, bot. We've got lockpicking this time to get to this locker. Gabriel didn't. I forget what's even in this. I think there's another blueprint in here? Nope. A bunch of different tungsten steel spikes, which we don't want. That's worth some cash. And a seeker lens doesn't really weigh anything. We'll take that as well. Alright, so some odds and ends in here. Not worth very much. However, the blueprint will come in handy to Southgate Station. We can get paid for that job, and we also will earn, I think, an oddity point for our trouble. Then we'll go back to our private quarters. We'll take a look at what we want to bring with us to Core City, and we'll head off to Core City to sell more stuff. We might as well get used to doing that now. Core City has a group of merchants on their merchant level, and they will buy the various things, in particular guns, ammo, just like we can sell here in Southgate Station or Junkyard. However, it's like a central hub. We'll be spending a lot of time there, and it's easier to get there than it is to get to all the different merchants in Junkyard. And the merchants there also have more cash. One of the merchants in particular, Oscar, if I think that's his name, he will buy gun parts and he'll buy guns, and what you'll see me doing a lot of is clearing out all the charons he has on him, the Stygian coins, and then I'll keep trading him guns or armor or whatever else he wants for bullets, and then those bullets I'll end up trading to Dercia next door to get even more charons from those merchants. If you're not going to use the cheat engine to accelerate time, that is about the quickest way you can earn cash in the game. We'll probably still activate the cheat engine again at some point, because we'll have just so many things to trade for cash. But for a while we won't do so. Hey Harold, about that battery recycling plant. Ah, yes? Yes, you'll love this. Here's a blueprint that contains something about optoelectric nuclear batteries. I think you'll find it useful. Harold's eyebrows shoot up at the mere sight of the thing you brought him. Wow, what a lucky find! Great, let me take a look at it. He inserts the drive into his portable computer and takes a look at it. I was hoping for some info on how to make our own battery, but this has got information how to revive the dead ones. This is nearly as good. Huh, I never knew you could do that with a voltaic cell. Great, glad you're happy. As promised, here's your reward. It gives you 300 Southgate Station credits. See you around, Decker. And we get 1 oddity experience point. Alright, next stop. The private quarters. I have to take a look and see if there's anything else I want moved to Core City at this moment while I have some inventory space. And then we'll go ahead and do that. Alright. Alright, all that stuff can stay. This is the stuff. Some of it I want. Let's see here. Actually, can I take all of it? I can. Hey, I have 1 pound left over. Perfect. Let's go ahead and bring all this with me to Core City. Now, at a certain part in the game, you will gain access to player housing in Core City. And I used to have to manually bring all my crap from Southgate Station to Core City, bit by bit, to put it all in the proper places in Core City, because that's what I do. They being the developer of Underrail, added a means for you to pay to have that stuff moved instead, which is very nice in case you really don't want to be moving stuff on your own, back and forth to it. But it's not so hard, especially if you complete the dude's quest, the special quest, first, because that will unlock some teleportation areas you can take to get you back and forth to your player housing. Alright, anyway, I'm babbling. Let's go to Core City. Ah, alright, some more travelers just got off the train. We'll look at people's pockets a bit later. I'm here mostly just to get some cash. Excuse me. You interested in some work? Always. Go on. Ah, great. A security company from North Underrail is hiring folks for an expedition to the Black Sea. They're looking for laborers, technicians, and most importantly, skilled fighters. You know, they need some extra security over there. Whatever field of work you're interested in, you gotta be one tough pipe worker, because the work's real hardcore. But so's the money. He flashes a toothless grin. You'll find him over at the eastern docks if you're interested. Down the main elevator, then east along the platform. Can't miss him. When you say hardcore money, how hardcore do you mean? I wasn't told exactly how hardcore it is, you dig? But by our southern standards, it's gotta be pretty hardcore. I reckon if the job's only for the toughest, right, then the toughest ain't gonna do it cheap, right? I'd apply myself, but the old legs ain't what they used to be. Nah, they ain't. Rusty pipes they become. So, you're just standing here and directing people to the docks? Yep, that's my job. That position's taken. Dig. Who are these people and what is the expedition about? Don't know exactly what they're looking for over there. I was told to direct folks to the docks. He shrugs. Frankly, I reckon they gotta be digging for some old world crap to show off in a museum in Dis. Who cares, as long as the pay is good. As for the company, it's called Aegis Incorporated, and it's from the north. Security contractors, serious business. These guys are packing a lot of heat, and they look mighty hardcore in them full-body armor suits. Oh, yes, sirree. Makes you want to join them straight away, right? Right? Got it. I'll check them out. Hey, got a coin or two? He puts out his hand, huh? Yeah, sure. Cheers. He turns away and scans for his next target. Core City, everyone. Core City. A massive area. Several floors in height, and also has some slums connected to it out here to the east. Dangerous city. We will not be exploring it until later in the game. There are some muggers here, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to defeat them. So, we'll just say hello to John the Beautiful first, and then we'll take the elevator upstairs. The man spots you from far away, lifts his index finger and points it right at you. His long leg closed the distance quickly, and as you raise your head more and more, do you realize that you will probably need a ladder in order to speak to him and not strain your neck. While his coat seems to be in decent condition, excluding a few bullet-sized holes and off-colored patches, his boots, on the other hand, won't last him much longer, and his waist belt fits him as tightly as a hula loop. He stops in front of you, figure still aimed down at your nose, and speaks. You! Yes, you! You look like someone who's got food! No. Don't deny it. I knew it from the moment I saw you. You have food. Can I help you? Hey, pal, let's not lie to each other. The real question is, can I help you? Can you? Hey, that's what I'm talking about. But first, Let me properly introduce myself. I'm John the Beautiful, am I not? Now that we're done with that, listen here. I've been living in Core City for quite some time now, and I have learned many of its secrets, even some of the most hardcore ones. And I happen to be hungry all the time. Understand, pal? I can tell you interesting and 100% useful things in exchange for... what? Food? You get it! That's what I'm talking about, pal. You're not as dumb as you look. Okay, so here's the deal. You can find me near the back entrance of the Hardcore City Bar. That's where I usually hang out. If you don't know where that is, find me first and I'll explain it. So bring that delicious food of yours and then we'll discuss things further, pal. Alright, I'll find you if I need something. Hey, pal, that's what I'm talking about. See you later. To my knowledge, John is not... Oh, no, he is... I think he is required for one quest. An optional, long quest. But it pays off rather well, if I recall correctly. But he can give you information about very specific people. Or organizations. Like, we can ask about Aegis Incorporated. None of it's required. And most of it is just lore and world building. But it's very useful. And I'll probably be talking to him about all of it. So, what you see me doing is I'm making a beeline straight for the merchants. Then, we'll search any of the barrels or boxes that you see me passing by. Because we're playing Oddity mode, we have an opportunity to get some extra experience points just by showing up here in Core City. But first, again, I want to go ahead and visit the merchants. In particular, the merchants that will buy the equipment I've got on me. And that will be all of these people. So let's start by visiting the weapons store. You see a boulder of a man encased in metal armor as he is inspecting an assault rifle. His eye is peering into the gun's chamber through the open ejection port, but in an instant after you come into the store, it shifts to you. He lowers the rifle, closing the bolt simultaneously before setting it aside and greeting you with a mean face and a corresponding voice. Greetings, gunslinger. Need guns to exterminate your enemies? Need explosives to demolish anything that stands in your way? Need bullets to fuel your murderous urges? Or perhaps you need armor to protect your weak flesh from harm? If your answer is yes to any of these questions, then you've come to the right place. Welcome to Oscar's Armory. Nice, man. I'd like to ask you a few questions about the city. Shoot. What can you tell me about the Hardcore City Bar? Oh yeah, it's hardcore. Yeah. I mean, I'm hardcore. I dominate. And I need a hardcore place to go to. And I feel right at home every time I'm there. Some wimpy northerner, for example, will feel tiny, minuscule in that place, because he's a wimp. Well, anyway, the booze is hardcore, the crowd is hardcore, even the chairs are hardcore. Trust me, I tried breaking a couple. What's this gauntlet I've seen advertised? Listen to this brilliant idea. You get a runner, some hardcore runner, and you, it could be a guy or a girl, and you let him go through these challenging rooms. But here's what's so hardcore about it. There are 2 other runners, and whoever finishes first pulls the lever and fries the other 2. So brutal. And the rooms are filled with traps and deadly critters. Hardcore stuff. And they get more difficult. And you don't know what's going to come next. JKK broadcasts it every week. They have a dedicated channel for that. JKK? And if it wasn't for them, people all over Underrail wouldn't be able to watch the arena broadcasts, which would be retarded, let's face it. Arena now brings arena to the people unfortunate enough not to be able to watch it live. You grab some burgers or barrel soup if you're from Drop Zone, and watch people murder each other's faces off. Dominating. So, what is the arena? That's what I'm saying, man. That's where all the fun happens in Core City, other than the Hardcore City Bar, of course, which is hardcore, and the Gauntlet, which is also hardcore. I go there all the time to watch bloodshed and hardcore domination. People come from every freaking where to see gladiators turn each other into pulp. It's so much fun I'd shed a tear right now. But I'm a bit too hardcore for that. What can you tell me about the Drop Zone? That place is too hardcore for someone like you. Muggers and murderers at every corner. Plagues, diseases, hardcore gangs. Even the terrain is against you. One wrong step and off you go to kiss the ground below. I mean, Look, underclass folks were forced to live there. They sort of built their own homes on the edges of Core City. That's hardcore, man. You gotta be hardcore to live there. That's for sure. Alright, man, let's discuss something else. Why not? I'm looking for Terry and Laura Baker. They're merchants from Southgate Station. Have you seen them, perhaps? Never heard of them. And if I never heard of them, then they aren't hardcore. Fact. Hence, I can't help you. The only way I can help you is by offering some dominating firepower. Interested? Yeah, show me what you got. Alright, so we brought some stuff with us. He's buying 4 firearms. He tends to buy 3 or 4 firearms. He tends to buy 2 to 3 grenades, tends to buy 1 through 3 helmets. He tends to buy metal armor. Yep, he is. Tactical vests, melee weapons, armor sets. All sorts of awesome stuff. He's always looking to buy bullets and shells or regular bolts. So I think the first thing we'll do is we'll sell him all the bullets I will probably never ever use. So that's going to be shotgun shells, ammo for, yeah, I guess we'll sell the 5mm ammo. I probably won't be using a 5mm gun. 8.6, because there is no 8.6 pistol. Sell all this stuff. Actually, no, this is a mistake. We're not selling him any of this stuff. We should sell him weapons and armor and what have you first. Alright, so let's trade him the shock steel sledgehammer. We can get almost all his cash for that. Next, let's trade this awesome steel cat. There's the rest of his cash. Now, he's selling a decent level boot spring. It's not every day you get one of these. I don't intend to take any mercantile, so the odds of me getting special inventory to find them in is low. I think we'll purchase these for the future. He's selling 2 sticks of TNT. We'll take those as well. And is he selling any parts to upgrade a shotgun? He is not. All right, no one's selling shotgun upgrade parts quite yet. It's a decent galvanic vest as well, quality 99. So as you can see, the quality over here is higher than what we have seen back in Junkyard. But he's not selling any. Oh, he's selling a single pistol frame. Hey, a hammer pistol. That's what we're currently using. Yeah. 74 mechanics. Where's my build? Build, what am I doing next level? I will have 75 mechanics. Let's take that. We'll sell him the K&H MP6. And at this point, what else is he selling that I might be interested in? He's selling any other types of blueprints I'm interested in. I am interested in a few of those, but we can wait on them. Okay, so he's not selling anything else crafting-wise I'm interested in. I don't think I need any more repair kits at the moment. He's not selling any drugs. Armor. So, is he selling something better than what we're currently wearing? Insulated riot armor. Insulated riot overcoat. Oh, this actually gives us stealth as well. How about that? Okay, so this is slightly better than our current armor, but quite expensive if we want it. I still think we'll take it. It's level 12. It's not the best, but it's not bad. Yeah, let's take the insulated riot armor. And I think we'll trade him another gun. And another gun. Okay, nice. We have a little bit of buying power left over. And now we'll take anything else in bullets. And that will work. 50 shotgun shells. For shotgun we're not going to use, but we want all this stuff. Done. No. No, it's this guy. It's Alphabet. We'll talk to him later in a different episode, I think. And these barrels. These are where I put all the stuff I'm bringing with me when I don't want it on me. So the first thing we're going to do is do that. Like, there's no shield attached to this? Nope. It's 1% better and 1 point of damage resistance better. And it's also 3 levels higher. the armor penalty is exactly the same. Okay, so actually, I think he being Oscar, I think he'll buy our old armor. He will. All right, let's trade it to him. So we'll also now take more ammunition. I guess we'll buy a few more special rounds. Okay. And let's say hello to Dracia. A middle-aged woman smiles at you as soon as you enter the store. Her voice is bright and expressive, with constant but never too distracting changes in pitch and rhythm. Not surprisingly, her gesticulation matches the playfulness of her voice, sometimes even surpassing it, which often makes you wonder if she's going to slam her arm against a desk or knock something over. However, nothing of the sort happens in your presence. Ah, customer, come in, come in. I'm Dracia, the owner of this little store. It may be little, but the selection of available items is huge, so take your pick. Can I ask you some questions about the city? Yep. What can you tell me about the Gauntlet? It's the relatively new sport here in Core City. Contestants called runners move through dangerous rooms filled with traps and deadly critters. Whoever gets to the end lives. And it's as simple as that. The rest are plonkers. It's all fun and games. And the arena? So you are here for our sport? That's dominating. You're not the only one, though. Just take the western exit from here and you'll be right at the ticket booth. I personally love it. I think it's safe to say that almost all citizens here love it, except for maybe a few odd people, like Halim, the merchant who owns the electronics store just next to me. Man, he's a weirdy dirty anyway. Okay, we're done. We'll talk about other things later. Let me see what you have for sale. So oh yes, occasionally she buys crossbows. Whenever she sells one, I highly recommend you buy it from her. I'm sorry. Whenever she buys one, I highly recommend you sell her one. Because she has 554 Stygian coins, which is an incredible amount of money. And what's she looking to buy from us? So, she will buy bullets, or shells, or luxury items, like that gold ring we got rid of, I think. In any case, this is why we traded for all these other bullets, because she will buy all of them from us. And that clears her out of most of her cash. She's also selling some 9mm rounds, so we'll take a few of those. Is she selling anything else I'm interested in? So she also is selling dynamite. I don't think we'll need it, though. Not quite yet. We'll take a few MK2 lockpicks. Is she selling something for our shotgun that I want to build? And she is not doing that either. Okay, fine. Whatever. I'm done hoping for some upgradable shotgun part. So... Oh, I forgot she sells armor. Thankfully, though, none of it is better than what I'm currently wearing. Okay, good. Alright, let's trade her all this stuff. I might end up using a 7.62 pistol, which is why I'm holding on to some of the bullets for that. We'll leave them here. Now, anything else I don't want on me that no one else here would buy will be left in various containers. So, we couldn't sell these boots. We'll leave them here. We have no bullets. We've got a... Crap, so one of these barrels, this will be the one. We'll end up storing all the stuff that I don't want to carry on me that I don't need, but I want to hold on to. So extra food will go there. I'm not overburdened with drugs. We have a bunch of parts that I want to hold on to. So actually, the first thing we'll do is finally make that shotgun. There we go, and it's worth 12,000 in value. That shotgun will be put into this barrel, which is where all the stuff I plan to sell to the merchants will go. Now, the rest of this is stuff that's meant for crafting. I don't want it cluttering up this barrel, because I'll occasionally reach in for stuff from this one. This is stuff that I probably will just hold on to until I get my player housing some, like, 30 videos from now. And any other crafting materials will go in here. So let's go ahead and put all this in here. The boot spring. I think we'll hold on to the hammer pistol frame, though, because we're very close to leveling, and which means that I'll be able to make a new pistol. Okay, and I think that... Actually, if I'm going to do that, then we want the firearm barrel, and the extended magazine, and then I also need a laser sight, which is still at my room. Okay. we will leave this here. And we have a new oddity item, everyone. Core City plans. Old and damaged Core City plans. Mostly illegible. Let's walk in and say hello to Heidi? Yep. As you move closer to the woman who appears to be in her late 30s or early 40s, you notice she is holding a scalpel in front of her face, studying it with great concentration. She turns it around and observes it from every angle, occasionally touching the blade with her thin fingers and smiling. You wait quietly, but you get no acknowledgement. It appears the object memorizes her so much that she is unaware of you even being here. Excuse me, are you a doctor? She snaps out of her focused state and turns to you. Her expression turns neutral, and then she smiles. Soon after, she gives you a response carried by a rich, high-pitched voice. Why, yes, I am. I have a coat. That makes me a doctor. Doctor, doesn't it? Does it not? My name is Dr. Gratz. Now, allow me to diagnose your illness straight away. That's why you're here, right? Right? Perforated eardrum. No. Let me see what you have for trade. So she will buy some of our psi boosters. She's only buying 3 today. And do I want anything from her? So let's see if we can purchase. No, we're not gonna be able to do that. Can we purchase maybe an advanced? I'm sorry. We can purchase whatever we want from her, but I want to make it an even trade or get some cash. And I think this will work. We'll trade 3 side boosters for a single health hypo and $7. Okay. We don't need side boosters, and... oh, crap! I've got a bunch of other garbage on me. Right, so let's leave the remote control here. We'll never need it again. Let's leave some of our repair kits behind, because we don't need to carry so many with us. And they weigh a ton of... well, they just weigh a ton. Let's go ahead and leave these here. Everything else we hold on to. Okay! And that will be the merchants here at the moment. We don't really need anything else. Let's go ahead, however, and poke about all the barrels that we see. Are there any other searchables? Yes. Some more electric parts, but nothing else. Do we have enough electric parts to make a repair kit? We do. Oh, but I just need 9 more and I can make an advanced one, so let's hold on to that. I think we can find the other 4 audio items here in Core City before we go anywhere else. From the very rooms I passed by earlier. Oh, or maybe not. We'll find out. Oh, we have pickpocket. We can try to get some of the audio items that are on the various guards here, but I think we need a higher level to be successful at it. Hey, Biocorp Technology Catalog Fragment. A couple of torn pages and illustrations from the technology catalog of the old Biocorp. This was obviously not meant to be a blueprint of their technology, but rather a commercial showcase. And let's see what the Slugger has on him. There's 3 different organizations here in Core City. JKK, Cortec, and the Praetorian Guard. They each have an oddity item on them that you can study 1 time. Normally, fighting any of these guards will activate, you'll be hostile with all the other guards of this faction. And I tend to really hate fighting the Core City factions. They can get you in a lot of trouble. You know, I just don't want to do it. However, with pickpocketing, we don't have to fight them for these oddities. We can just pick their pockets for them. And now we've leveled up. Nice. So, let's go ahead and do that right now. So, this 1 point is going into dexterity, this level. Again, that will help reduce the action point costs of our pistol shots. And I believe it improves my initiative slightly. It will also improve my various skills that go with dex, and increases my chance to hit with melee attacks, because my dex is higher than my strength. And thus, because I'm also using it, it also increases the damage I do with my melee weapons. Alright, so... you want some points in guns, points in melee, dodge and evasion go up. Hacking remains at 60, lockpicking goes up to 55. It looks like pickpocketing is staying at 55 as well, And the rest of these are going into mechanics this level. We get a new feat, and I have Escape Artist here. I originally had Lightning Punches, but I think we will take Escape Artist instead. Grants you the ability to remove all immobilization effects with a cooldown of 2 turns. Let's take it. Actually, before I take that, let me double check what's happening at level 16. Alright, it'll be some time, but that's fine. Yeah. Alright, let's grab Escape Artist. Done. Oh, I almost forgot. We want attack back down here. We want aim shot down here. Escape Artist is yet another activated ability. We'll put that here as well. Now, if we're netted, or we get hit, or we step into a trap, for example, we can use Escape Artist to get us out of it. The cooldown is also only 2 turns, so it is phenomenal at helping you get out of literally sticky situations, which are rooting you in place. Enemies, lurkers in particular that we'll be fighting, like using nets to keep you in place. So it's super useful if you can get unnetted, and Escape Artist is incredibly useful in that regard. All right, anything else? Oh, we should, as long as I'm pickpocketing a handful of people, let's pickpocket a Chortist missionary as well. And he does not have an oddity item on him. For some reason I thought he would. Okay. Let's take his advanced health hypo. And that's the only thing I can take from him. Back down to the entrance. And I guess we'll keep trying to pickpocket all of the faction members right at this moment. Wow, we do not have sufficient skill to actually pick his pocket. Let's see. Let's search this. I think there's an item in this barrel. I think it's in their Core City plans. Nope, I was correct. There is an oddity, but this is the Biocorp catalog fragment. Grab another oddity point. We've already searched the Sentinels. We'll try this Cortec runner. Excuse me, sir. I need to level up. Can I borrow your pamphlet? No. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Some members here actually have focus stims on them. We will want these. They're super useful, and we're not going to be able to make any of them. They increase their chance to crit by 15% for 10 turns. We only have 1 of them. And we're going to want more than that. So, if I see a member of an organization, they have a focus stim, we don't actually want to pickpocket their oddity item. We want to wait, because we totally want all the focus stims we can get. So here we go, here's another one. So we'll grab the Praetorian Security Insignia. I really want the oddity item from the Cortec people, but their perception is higher than the others. Let's go back upstairs, back to kind of where the merchants were. Oh, this is the wrong spot to be. This is a different area. But you know what? There might be a Cortec runner or someone up here. We can... Oh, a sniper. I don't think we're picking this person's pocket. No. Yeah, we can't even search them. That's how bad it is. And nope, we need more pickpocket to get the Cortec item. Okay, whatever. We tried. Okay, let's go back to the Core City gates. So, I mean, we could totally explore more of Core City. We could try to get all the oddity items from all the cans and what have you, talk to more people, and pick a ton more pockets. But I'll come back here later. Mostly because we can probably actually kill all the muggers without any trouble, now that I'm thinking about it, because we have a taser. And I know where they all are. And we get more Core City plans here. With an oddity point. But we'll do Core City for real later. We'll still check all the barrels and what have you around for the places that we've walked. I'll be walking in these exact same areas over and over again as I come back to Core City to sell stuff to Oscar and Dercia. So we might as well search all these barrels now. I think there's something in this locker or one of these barrels. And if you don't mind if we search these. bandage, and a throwing knife. That's a Praetorian sniper. We already got the items from the Praetorian. The item we can pickpocket from the Praetorians. Oh, I'm wrong. I thought for sure there was an item right there. Well, I'm wrong. That's all there is to it. Alright, let's head over here. We'll check what's behind this door. I guess since I'm right here, we'll also pick the old man's pocket. See if he has any... Maybe he was a member of Cortac. Nope. Or if he was, his Servian's pay was just $2. Man. 401k doesn't have anything in it when he retired. That sucks. That's gonna be me. What's we got in here? A locker. With an item in it. More Core City plans. And 2 9mm bullets. Also, if you can see it, another one of those strange symbols right here that we saw earlier. Okay, so now what should I do? We have more dynamite. I guess we'll do things in the order... Well, hold on, no. Let's go back. No, it'd be fastest to go... I don't want to talk to new people. Let's go back to Southgate Station. And then we'll go to the docks. I'm doing this in... Nah, we'll just walk there. I want to see what's behind those... the destructible rocks in the secret area that we found Newton in. Because I'm totally going to forget to check them unless I do it now. So it's a bit of a walk. Hey, Malcolm, can you open the gates? And as long as I'm heading out here, I suppose we'll go ahead and eat some food. Let's have... It's the cave hopper steak. Camp Harthur, by the way, was further to the east, just slightly past the battery factory that we were at, or the battery production plant. We'll be going there in the next episode. I like wrapping up Camp Harthur and all its quests before I begin doing other things. I think we'll be strong enough to take on the boss at the end of the quest series there. Oh, by the way, they probably didn't, but they have been making improvements to the game. Did they change? No. Okay, darn it. My biggest complaint with the fish quest for Geezer Ford is that it doesn't tell you which fish you've actually shown him. So you have to keep track of it yourself, which isn't so bad. But as you've seen, I leave all the fish in a pile near the bums. That's probably very smelly, but this way I can go check on it to double check what I've actually shown Geezer Ford. As I mentioned that, I look over here and see all the water, but I don't want to go fishing at the moment. See, can we talk? I don't think we can talk to this guy about anything new, but if we can, we'll ask about the Faceless Invasion. Hey, Sentry. Decker. Can we search him? I don't know if we actually picked his pocket before. 3.44 JHP rounds, but he might need them. He can hold on to them. So someone who we didn't try to search the pocket of was Modre up here. Let's see if we can search his pockets. We might not have high enough level, though, to actually successfully do it. We can. He's got level 17 knife. Decent. A level 17 steel cat. A cigar. A strange insignia. This insignia is unfamiliar to you. Maybe there's someone out there who could actually help you identify it. Some money and various bullets, but only thing we can take is the bullets. Everything else we need more pickpocket for. That insignia might be super important. So we'll think about taking that later. I don't think, well, I think it requires like 100 lockpicking effective to take it, so... sorry, pickpocketing. And I won't have that till about level 16. Now, at this point in the game, the side beetles have totally respawned. Probably not the young ones, but the bigger ones have. I don't think the young ones actually do respawn. Yep, big one back here. I don't care about the damage it's going to deal to me. I'm just going to move up all the way. And we will... Those weakness you. That was fun. Let's recharge our... Oh! I don't have any small energy cells. Well, what is a fusion cell? We got plenty of them. Okay. Let's head on into the building again. I don't think the side beetles here have respawned. I've never actually come back into this location before. I'm kind of nervous about what's behind these rocks. The only way, to my knowledge, you can get dynamite is by making progress in the main quest up until this point. And once you have dynamite, you can get yourself in a lot of trouble by exploring certain areas of Underrail before you're supposed to. And by that, I mean just exploring some parts of Underrail. Because you actually can do it in any order you like. But some areas are far easier than others, and I'm worried in particular about fighting crawlers on the other side of these rocks, but we're going to go ahead and give it an open. Mole crickets. Kind of a waste to have to kill these things. We'll do it all the same. What's going through my head at this moment is what costs me more money. The bullets for this pistol and repairing it, or using batteries to recharge my knife and repairing it. And I think it's easier for now for me to use the pistol. Oof! What happened here? The fire has burnt out. Can we... We don't have any coal with us. Can I relight it? Fireplace has no fuel. Nope. So we would need some coal. I don't have any coal with me. Do I have any gasoline? No. Okay. Well, what's on the dead man? Some antidote, some Stygian coins, various bullets, a single electric scrap, a level 3 knife, a level 3 hawker. Both of those aren't worth anything, but they are worth converting into scrap. And that was it. Okay. A low-level thing. I wonder why it was locked behind some boulders. I'm trying to think if there's any way you can actually clear that rubble without needing dynamite, but I can't think of any. If you had gotten dynamite earlier in the game, you could have blown open a different pile of rubble and then tried to claw your way over to Core City. Probably would have gotten slaughtered on the way, given how difficult it is, but you could have done it. So I can understand why they didn't give you dynamite at first. I guess I'm surprised that it's just low-level stuff back behind there, but I'm also kind of glad that we didn't have to fight any crawlers this early on. Or heaven forbids a Death Stalker. Oh my god. Terrible. Would have fled that room screaming in terror and fighting a Death Stalker at level 10. Or 12, sorry, level 12. Alright, so I think we're done, everyone. Yeah, I think we're done. So, first off, I explored this. So when we come back... That's tempting, but no, we'll go back there later. Alright, so when we come back, we will be heading over, or we will be at Camp Hathor. And we will go ahead and see what's the deal with that small village? Outpost? Since we lost all contact with them, with Southgate Station, and apparently we haven't gotten any deliveries of meat or the like either. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you for watching, and take care, everyone. You thought I'd forget. You thought I'd forget, and you would have been right. You would have been right, but I remembered. I remembered to make a new pistol. So, here's our current pistol, and you can see the new one over there to the left. I remembered. We're going to pick up 2 more points of minimal damage and 6 more points of maximal damage with this. Everything else about it is the same. Let's go ahead and create it. Nice. I will immediately start using it. Cool. Now later on, I intend to take Gun Nut, which is a crafting feat for guns, which increases the amount of damage that they do. But that won't be till much later on. In any case, I remembered. Good for me. And now I'm going to head over to Camp Hathor, and I'll still see you all in the next video, I hope. Take care, everyone, and thanks again for watching.